Good evening. I'm Dagan McDowell.
I'm Guy Benson. Brian Brenberg has the night off.
Welcome to the bottom line.
Meta and Google lose big time. An LA jury today finding the social media giants negligent and liable for harming young users' mental health.
The total compensatory and punitive damages that they owe, $4.2 million for Meta and $1.8 million for Google's YouTube. That's like making these two mega monopolies pay in belly button lint. To put that in perspective, Meta's net income last year was $60.5 billion. That's earnings, not even revenue. Google's parent, Alphabet, earned more than $132 billion.
We have team coverage to dive into this groundbreaking verdict. Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett in just moments. But first, we go to our own Kelly Saberi live outside the Los Angeles courthouse. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Guy, Dagan. So we found out today, as you said, that Meta and YouTube are liable for both negligence and failure to warn in this landmark case that could set the precedent for thousands of trials to come. As you mentioned, we have those damages. In total, this is about $6 million, with the jurors deciding that both companies acted with malice, oppression, or fraud. That makes them liable for, as you said, for Meta, $4.2 million and YouTube, $1.8 million. Both companies say they will appeal the verdict. Now, here's Meta's spokeswoman giving us a response today. She said that they will appeal the verdict, saying we respectfully disagree with the verdict and will appeal. Teen mental health is profoundly complex and cannot be linked to a single app. Google spokesperson then saying, we disagree with the verdict and plan to appeal. This case misunderstands YouTube, which is a responsibly built streaming platform, not a social media site. Lead plaintiff attorney Mark Lanier said this to us earlier.
We've sent a message with this that you will be held accountable for the features, regardless of whether the children are getting sent pornographic pictures, regardless of whether they're being sexploitated, regardless of those types of issues. Just because of the features alone that drive addiction, these companies can be held accountable.
And parents that have been here throughout the trial celebrated, feeling a sense of release, perhaps for the first time. Some tell Fox Business they lost their kids to suicide after what they say was also a social media addiction like Kaylee, or in other cases, their children were given material to teach them how to die by suicide. Also yesterday, in a separate verdict in New Mexico, Meta has been ordered to pay $375 million. The jurors say that the company misled users about its safety and led children to sex predators. The company says it will appeal this verdict as well. Guy, Dagan.
Kelly Saberi, thank you so much. And let's bring in Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett. Greg, let me just start with the combined punitive and compensatory damages. But the punitive damages specifically are designed to change a company's behavior. And they were $2.1 million for Meta, YouTube, $900,000. For companies that earn tens of billions, and in Alphabet, Google's parent's case, $132 billion just last year. Please explain that to me.
Well, I think that paltry amount of money in punitive damages, remember the plaintiff's counsel was asking for $1 billion, so they only got a fraction of that. I think that reflects a lack of confidence that the plaintiffs, that the jury had in the plaintiff's case. And, you know, I think for good reason. Let me first of all disclose I do own stock in both Google and Meta. But having said that, I think this verdict will certainly be appealed, and I don't think it'll stand in the higher courts, particularly if it gets to the U.S. Supreme Court. First of all, 30 years ago, Congress granted internet platforms a form of immunity, Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act, which provides they're not liable for the content posted on their sites. And here, by her own admission on the witness stand, the plaintiffs reliance on social media was all about content. Second of all, 3 years ago, the Gonzalez case, the Supreme Court upheld that very same legal protection by refusing to hold social media companies like Meta liable for harmful user-generated content amplified by their algorithms. The High Court stressed, look, there are First Amendment protections of free speech. And so I doubt that the High Court is going to change its mind on this.
You know, Greg, there were two other companies that were initially named in this lawsuit, Snapchat and TikTok also. They settled before this thing went to trial. Meta and Alphabet went forward. Were you surprised to see maybe the big boys, if you can call them that, decline to settle out of court? Did they want this fight?
This guy was a chosen test case. There are, I think it's 1,600 different plaintiffs who sort of coalesced into a group. And they decided, let's, for our first case, pick the strongest one. That was this one in Los Angeles. But when you consider the amount of damages here, which is frankly insignificant, considering the wealth of these two companies, they may have chosen the wrong case. And look, there are other grounds for appeal here. The plaintiff's narrative that social media was the cause of her harm, that has serious problems. She was treated for years by 3 therapists, none of whom ever diagnosed her with social media addiction. Instead, her struggles seemed to arise out of a tumultuous home environment that included alleged physical and emotional abuse. And finally, this lawsuit was brought as a products liability case. In other words, Instagram and YouTube were defectively designed, allegedly, and therefore unsafe. I think that's very hard to sustain because you could accuse just about any product of causing an addiction if it's excessively used. Video games, television shows. What about candy? Children binging on chocolate bars and get type 2 diabetes. Is Hershey to blame for a defective design? Of course they're not.
Greg Jarrett, great to see you, sir. I have so many more questions, so I will email you or just we'll have you back. How about that? Thank you so much, Greg.
Sorry, I talk too much today.
No, you don't. No, you're perfect. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks.